Live. Welcome everybody. I'm just getting set up. Oh yeah, of course. Because it doesn't know what. Yeah. Oh well. Anyway, hello and welcome. Today we are working on this little mini pendant here. I've got to get myself set up. So I can see the chat. And then we'll get started. Hopefully that'll give people a little bit of time to show up. And I'm considering the next project, though I want to discuss it a little bit with a few of the regulars and such. One of the reasons for that, no, I want it in all messages, please. Thank you. I'm going to set that up here. Hopefully my phone won't die on me. It's still charging, so... Hello, nodding student. How are you doing today? Trying to get myself all set up and into the right spot. Moldavite and dice. I think that's a statement in itself right there. Hello, Alabama. Ken, how's it going? So this is the little pendant we're working on. Little tanzanite and diamond mini pendant. I do these styles of wraps from time to time. Actually, I just did a custom. Just got it in the mail for somebody. Hey, Hi, David. Alabama, I wanted to take a second to say thank you for your kind... Like, everyone has been giving a lot of kind feedback, but, like, your really detailed feedback... I really appreciate that on the videos, and I'm glad you're enjoying them so much. Thank you, Ken. I put a lot of time into those two videos, because I was like, you know, I just gotta try something new. Whew. Getting low on some of my wire types. I don't know if I want to do 16 or not on this. I'm gonna play with it and see anyway. Let's see, is that 14 or 16? That's 16. No need to pull new 16 gauge off. Yeah, that last ring was about 20 hours, and then the gold Montana Sapphire pendant, I've been working on and off on that one for almost a month and a half, it seems like. Like, I put... I don't know, that was my meditation project for a while. Actually, I was wrong. I am gonna grab some newer wire, but I'm not gonna grab 16. I'm gonna grab 18 gauge. What I wouldn't give to be able to order a little bit more of that. Gotta be enough. Hey, Will. I don't have a mark yet. I almost got myself one, and I really do want to get one, but they're not exactly cheap, and I can never get enough money together and be stable enough to justify the expenditure. But I want one really, really badly. Like, I've even kind of envisioned how it would look. I would try to get it to look like it's a gear with the letters inside of the gear. Or even like a copyright symbol, but instead of it being in a circle, it's inside of a gear. I don't know. I guess I'm a little bit of a weirdo like that, but that steampunk, it's in my soul. What do you mean, was? I remember a friend that I was hanging out with a while back had a fairly steampunkish bathroom. It was dope as shit. I'd remodel my whole apartment steampunk, but I don't think my landlord would appreciate me doing so. He's been such an awesome dude that I'm like, meh. I'm gonna treat that guy with some respect. But if he gave me the go-ahead, I'd do it. In a heartbeat. Well, of course they were dripping. I don't know what is more dripping or more steampunk than dripping valves, bro. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Give me a minute. I can make this a little easier. Oh. To explain. This is actually one of my first, possibly my first big project that I ever did. I was only a couple months into wire wrapping when I made this watch. But it's got a pretty heavy steampunk vibe to it. Also, my pocket watch has a fairly steampunk vibe to it as well. I didn't make the pocket watch, but I would. It's okay, that's fair, Will. It's a style that was born from science fiction, based around the Victorian era and basically what would have happened if steam power was what took off instead of, like, gas, I guess? It's an interesting style for sure. Yeah, it's a world building mechanic around steam being the main source of energy, which in all reality it kind of still is. They just envisioned it a lot differently than it ended up turning out. Exactly, it's still all steam. Like nuclear energy, that's steampunk as hell. Power metal heats water. Had to delete. Why? No. Well said, Will. Hey, Joseph. How you feeling, buddy? And Will, that is like spot on too. Yeah, Watch is kind of special to me. It was my first wire wrapping project that was, oh, no, I'm lying. My first big one. Let's take a trip down memory lane. What are we, 3, maybe 4 years ago now, I guess? Yeah, about 4 years ago. We were still in COVID. Got some of my original wire wraps that I did early on still. I'll have to do tutorials on one of these at the very least, if not 3 someday. This was like my first wire wrap that I ever did. Or maybe second? Like really, really early on in the process. Super simple. Started playing with a little bit. This one's kind of a favorite of mine, and that's why it just hides here. And I still have it because I love how it turned out. And then I just fell in love with the steampunk aesthetic, and Thank you. I appreciate. Hi, Jeff. And this was like a couple weeks into learning, and it was a pretty good indication that I wanted to go towards the heady style that I picked up. And then afterwards, I started this project. Had a few in between as well. It's literally just wire and trinkets of broken stuff that I've put together in a skeleton watch, which I believe still works. Barely. This thing's gone through a lot of events. Yeah, I kind of misspoke there. COVID is still a thing. Here's another early one that I really liked how it turned out and decided to keep it. The watch? Maybe 5-6 ounces? About half what my other bracelet weighs. And then here I have the one wire wrap that I can think of that I've ever bought. And it was because I wanted to figure out how they did it. And it was only $20. Come to find out the gemstone in it is worth, like... It's a really nice indicolite tourmaline. And the wire is solid gold. Go figure. I didn't know what they had, and they didn't know what they had. It took me, like, quite some time to realize what the hell I had bought for $20. Yeesh. Yeah, COVID's no bueno. Yeah, they just had bought it while they were in Europe, like, 10 years before. And when I saw it for $20, I thought, wow, whoever did that did a phenomenal job. And still to this day, I cannot reproduce this piece. I've tried to do so several times in stream. Like, I've tried to do it a bunch of times off stream. This is a masterpiece in its fucking simplicity. Excuse my language. Which is why I haven't melted down the gold, because it's like my baby. Yee. No bueno. Do you speak for... I believe that's what's called a senator or a representative, Will. It's 20 gauge, 14 karat gold wire, and I'm guessing about 3 foot of it. I know to get the wire brand new would be like $200. I'm roughly speaking, I am estimating, like ballparking. But that tourmaline is huge in facet grade and a really nice specimen of tourmaline. Actually, for all I know, I think it's indicolite, but it's even possible that it could be like Paraiba. I doubt it, but I don't know. Like, it is a really nice blue. I know I wouldn't let off this thing. Honestly, I wouldn't sell this thing for under $2,000. That's kind of dumb. But I don't know why I have some connection to this piece. It hangs on my wall in my room. I don't show it off. I don't try to sell it. I have a massive amount of respect for whoever wrapped it because of the technical ability they had to put into doing so. It's not really even that heavy. It's just, I don't know. Yeah, I'm being a dick there on that price. It's probably $750 to $1,000. But still, and heck, that's probably pushing it, but it's one of those pieces that I love a lot. I wish I could find the original person who wrapped that thing. I know there's other people who could do the same wrap just as well. I just know I can't, and that there's an amount of skill involved that it can't. Yeah, that's kind of it. Like, it came to me in a really informative time. Also, I have a feeling part of the reason I'm evaluating it as high as I do is because I'm not capable of reproducing it or even coming close to reproducing it, and there might be a little bit of jealousy of skill level in that. I don't want to let it go until I know I can reproduce it. What am I missing here? Oh, chat's going off kilter. Go figure. It's just Kentucky, guys. Poor Kentucky. They provide a lot to the country, like well, they provide booze to the country, guys. That booze is like a national. I might have to do that. Because I really want to know. And just, like, tell the person how much respect I have for them. I see a problem already in this piece that I'm working on, and I'm going to try to solve it now before it becomes a real problem. There we go. Got to make sure that a chain can go through this. Yeah, see? Exactly. Tennessee's important to the nation because they produce whiskey. See, I always just went with Crown Russie myself. I don't know where that's produced. It wouldn't surprise me if it comes straight from, like, Russia or something. That checks out. Y'all reminded me that for the longest time my dream was to start an underground bar. But I'm an alcoholic. I can't have a bar. Well, I probably can't have a profitable bar. And I'd probably get my ass in a lot of trouble. I'm a dumb drunk. Rockin'. I can't disagree with you there. That is usually not a bad selection. Melissa, hello. I quit. I had to quit. I'm the kind of drunk that, like, steals my neighbor's car at 4 in the morning, drunk. And then leaves it at Albertsons on the other side of town. And calls a taxi back to my house. I'm the kind of drunk that gives tweakers a good name. Hey, Lisa! Nope. No, I am not using more gold on this piece. Sorry, I had to stop myself there and think rationally. This isn't really the kind of piece to use a bunch of gold in. Was it the tweaker comment? We won't even get into what kind of tweaker I was. Yeesh. Yeah. I learned the hard way. Dude, and Faith was... Wow, I just realized. Her name was Faith. Anyway, Faith was fucking pissed. I took a taxi back to my house because I thought the cops had caught me. And, you know, I fall asleep and I wake up the next morning to Faith, like, standing over me, just screaming about, where the fuck is my car? Which, in all right, like, she kind of had a reason to be pissed off. I ain't saying she didn't. I think I would have been quite livid too. The funny thing is, she let me borrow her car the next day, so... The sad thing is, like, you would think that would be like, you know, here's your fucking sign, quit drinking. Nah. And Will, rock can really cost you a lot of money, man. I know what you mean there. I used to have a really expensive rock and crystal addiction. And then I traded it for a really expensive rock and crystal addiction. I just wish somebody would have told me like 20 years ago that I could still sell crystals illegally, or legally. And that it would still be fun. Actually, it wouldn't have mattered. I wouldn't have listened to him or believed him, but still. Would have been cool if I'd have figured it out, like, 10 years before I did, maybe. Would have been nice. Yeah, I got myself together, finally. Now I have a thing for crystal of a different type. Actually, in all honesty, my addiction was painkillers mostly, but when those were in short supply, anything would do. Yeah, THC isn't a bad thing. Actually, I stand by that. Other than, well, no, it's not really the substance that's the problem, it's the person. Some people just cannot do anything. Although most people can't do, like, tweak. It just doesn't work. But I don't want to get into the policy side of it. I'll build that platform later. When I got enough income to do some good. Well, many years ago. Iris! Welcome. I balanced the two just fine for quite some time. I still stand by it's the law's fault. I wasn't. It wasn't until they got involved and, like, cut me off of morphine that I went downhill. Though I'm not complaining that I don't have to, like, stab myself in the mornings anymore. That is kind of nice. Did you guys see that helicopter method I used to do that coil? Or was I off screen? Probably was, knowing me. I mean, technically I had permission, kinda. In a way. As in, I knew she wouldn't call the cops on me for it. And I really, really wanted some of them donuts. Because Albertsons had just opened up. They had the good fresh donuts with, you know, that, like, vanilla pudding. You know the donuts I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And they just sounded really freaking good. Like, I'm sure any of you would have done the same thing. If you were a leader down. No, maybe not. I'm glad I stopped too. The legal BS, and I really wasn't doing anything good for anybody. Like, I would like to do something beneficial for humanity in some way, even if it's not very much. Everyone wants to be the hero that saves the world. I'm just gonna do it with jewelry and rocks. Cookie Kingdom. Is that kind of like Candy Crush, but with cookies and donuts? Why am I stuck on donuts right now? One memory, and now I'm all about the donuts again. Damn it. Oh, okay, Farmville. I remember the original kind of one of that on PlayStation 2. Yeah. I think I've got enough detail. I just need... Now see, if I had a laser welder at this point, instead of cutting all those pieces off, I could go and laser weld them to the sides down here and fill in this empty space without it getting too cluttered and bulky. What I wouldn't give to have that $10,000 piece of machinery on hand. Other than 10 grand, because I don't have it. Oh, Alabama, I know the feeling. Anxiety problems suck. That's square. Let's see here. Go through my wire and see if I have any half round in the size that I would like. I got a project coming up. I have never ordered sheets like this before. Not this big. I'm really excited about that. We might turn that into a live stream type event. Okay, that's half round 20. What is this? Square 24? Round 22. Square 22. Half round 22. 18 half round. 16, 20. Fuck, I barely got enough of those. I can imagine, Iris. Oh, I haven't played one of those games since... since I got sober. No. That's not a good way to do this. That might be. Stuff this through like that. See, I used to play Candy Crush too. That was the last time I really played those, and that was in like 2016. By the way, again, I want to just take a moment to say thank you. Oh, damn, bro. That's a good place for it, too, because that stuff is going up in price. This little roll here is like $200 worth. Well, brand new at least. Probably half that. Spot value, but still, like, gold is stupid expensive. Damn. See, I was on the top score list for the for RuneScape many years ago for like cutting trees, wood cutting. Oh my god. What an absolute waste of time. Funny thing is, if I'm not mistaken, I can still log into my account even today. No, that is not how I want to tie that out, I guess. Will, did they delete our accounts? RuneScape, the original. Or not the original, but 2.0, I think, is what I was playing. My account's still alive, you think? Why does that not surprise me? That would not be much fun in my, like, I wouldn't think. I guess I'm... Then again, I'm still trying to figure out why it was so much fun when I was, like, 14. Hey, shit, that was 20 years ago. That's what I was just saying, too, like... I know I was up there for wood cutting, at the very least. And I know I got pretty high up on the mage board, too. Never quite got that much on the money side of it. Or the gold, but I wasn't hurting by any means either. Yes, sir. Mostly Willow is how I got to, like, 70. And then I remember spending quite some time getting magic logs. Huh, thank you, homie. I appreciate that feedback. Oh, no wonder you got banned. Haxing cheer. I don't blame you. Mining was stupid. Then again, looking back on it, it was all like click, 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 click for endless hours. I feel like I'm just doing the real life version of it these days. Make ring. Make ring. Source this, source that, source this, make ring, make ring. Sell, sell, sell. It gets the competitive aspect that we have as human beings, I think. Like, even looking back then, my goal was I wanted to be on the leaderboard for even one aspect. Even just woodcutting. Didn't matter if it was a worthless skill. I just wanted to be up on the top, the best, or as close to it as possible. Now, I want to be one of the best wire wrappers. and alternative jewelers to walk the land. And so I'm just farming. Farming XP. World of Warcraft is definitely a good mind trap. But then again, so was RuneScape. And ever since, they've shown, like, you don't have to get complicated to do it. I don't know how many of you guys remember MySpace's, like, Mafia Wars or those games. People put in time into those games. Hell, I did too, for a minute. I don't know why either. Wait, how do your games make money then, Iris? Like, the business aspect of that doesn't make sense. I respect it, because I'm really against pay to play, but you can't spend money in Nikki, or actually Alabama, check out there's a video explaining how those fake game advertisements on Instagram and work, when they'll take you to a completely different game that is nothing like, and it's just a thing of getting a couple people who are willing to spend $70,000 to be on the top of the board. It's really interesting to how the psychology behind that works. Is Pokemon Go not a raid game? Because I know I spent a lot of money when I got out. Not a lot, but a little bit of money playing Pokemon Go for the first few months. Holy fuck, it's getting hot in here. Excuse my language. I'm trying really hard to make sure I finish this before the end of the stream. But damn. Like, I can see the layer of sweat on my hands. No worries, Joseph. They're totally welcome to reach out. I kind of have my email blasted all over. That's fair. I like the exercise aspect that Pokemon Go brought to it. It was a really smart idea, in my opinion. Like, that's why I enjoyed it so much, was because it actually got me out of the house and I did things and played while I was, like, on the bus. Eventually, I'll reach out to Mark. Like, Mark is only a matter of time. I just need to have money to get a hold of that person, because I can't afford the fire agate that I want from him, or any of the fire agates that I want from him. But I would work my ass off for some of those fire agates. Yes, indeed I would. I do want to note this step that I've been on for the last like 40 minutes is unnecessary. You don't have to wrap the back of your pieces. Most people don't. I'm just one of the few that actually care about how the backs look, which is obviously transferred over to my more traditional methods of jewelry making. But that is totally not a necessity. I feel that, Alabama. Also, Iris, I think that's why I quit playing Pokemon Go. It's because my life became focused on improving my life instead of improving my character on Pokemon Go. But it was fun. Like, I won't deny it. I enjoyed that game. And I can understand why other people enjoy it. And that's the sad thing about those games, Iris, is the psychology and business aspect behind them make it so that the platform of the game basically requires those whales, or the game will fail on an economic level, and they'll have to like shut the business down. It sucks. It's like counterintuitive, because the people that like ruin the game are also the people who keep the game running in a way. If it wasn't for them, most of those games wouldn't make enough money to stay operational. It's kind of a weird aspect. Hi, Cindy. Welcome. Oh, nice. Right on. Alabama. That's what's up. Fire Agate is like, it's definitely in my top 5. It might be my number 1. I'm still kind of undecided on that. I'm struggling to have a number 1. For gemstones. Oh, guys, alright, I'm almost finished with this pendant. Before I end the stream, I want to show y'all something somebody sent me that I am in love with. Boom. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of pushing wire around, but other than that, this piece is pretty much done. I gotta polish it as well. Alabama, that is why I don't play video games. I make stuff. How are you doing, Cindy? What's up, buddy? Yeah. Give me a minute, okay? Alright, I'll be right back. I'm grabbing this rock. Ow! Need a good boy. So, my homie with the Mexican fire, well, not just Mexican fire opal, but all sorts of opal. He sent me this. I'm wondering if... Hey, that's my chair. What are you doing? Little jerk. I don't know if you can see the actual play of color in this or not. I have never seen a piece of, like, fire jelly opal with color like this. Does it? That sucks. It has a ton of yellow and orange play of color to it. Damn. I got a good video of it on my Reddit. It's basically one of these things, but red. And from Mexico. And I don't know if it's hydrophanic or not. It might be. Oh, you've seen some color on it. That's good. Alrighty, well. Everyone, my day has gotten away from me. I still got a ton of stuff that I gotta take care of. And so this is where I must bid you adieu. Hey, Rockin', you have yourself a good one. Rest up, buddy. Take care of yourselves. We will catch you guys. Hopefully I'll get to see some of you tomorrow during our sales stream. Got that big mystic that we'll be auctioning at the end of tomorrow. I don't got it on me, but it's bigger than this stone. Big mystic quartz with awesome cutting. And I'm sure we'll have some other things. But anyway. Oh, nice. I'm sorry, Cindy. I'm hoping we might do a surprise on lives next week. I might get a couple extra in, or many, because I'm getting really close to getting ad revenue, and I just need to get some more watch time, and one way to do that is maybe I should just do a live every few days, but I need to make sure I can handle it financially and my body, so stay tuned. Hopefully that announcement will be coming. Y'all take care. We'll miss you tomorrow, buddy. Yeah, you have a good one tomorrow, though, Joseph. Take care of yourself. We will catch you guys on the next one. Y'all have a good one. Alright, buddy. What do you want, huh? Yeah.